So in this series of videos, we're going to be traveling to Florida on a budget. The reason why we're doing Florida on a budget is, as I talk to friends and family about going to Florida every year, a lot of them say, man, I wish I could go, but it's so expensive, and talk about the cost and such. So I want to show you what my expenses are going to Florida, and like I said on this one, it's going to be on a budget. So I want to show you that we can have fun in Florida without having to do all the huge amusement parks and stuff. I mean, hey, one of the main reasons why you go to Florida is for the beach, and the beach is cheap, and you can be there all day. So, as we tally up the cost for this series, I will share my expenses. Now, as we do these expenses, I will not be adding in cost of food and drinks. And the reason for this is, as you live your daily life, you have to eat and drink no matter where you are. So that's not an additional expense to me. You also can choose whether you eat at the fancy restaurant 3 times a day or bologna sandwiches. So the cost of food can vary quite a bit. So we'll tell you the cost of our gas, cost of admission, or such like that, but we're going to leave out the little expenses like food and drinks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this series, and let's get to Florida. This has been a pretty nice site so far. They've got 2 areas. One is pet friendly and the other one is not pet friendly. So we are at the pet friendly strip of campground sites. And some of these are waterfront and some are not. The one we got is not. But even if you're waterfront, you're not allowed to play in the water, like swim in the water. You can fish and stuff, and kayak and whatever, but you're not supposed to splash and play like it's the beach. So, but decent sized campsites. Let's go check out our campsite. So we are staying at site 112. We've got our pirate flag up already. Wonder if maybe I should spin that around the other way. But let's see. So you can see there's the end of the road there. So I could actually fit 1, 2, almost 3 more cars, mattering on the size of the vehicles. And most of these have got great tree coverage. So we are in the shade, which is nice because there's only this small section that the sun's going to come through, and that'll be at probably about 9 or 10 a.m., maybe 11 a.m., something like that, because we got here at noon and it was already in the shade here, and it's falling the other way. So our campers should be in the shade the majority of the day when it's hot. Nice little campground, plenty of room. They've of course got the classic grill for you and bench. There is no fire pit, so you'd have to bring your own fire pit. And then there is electric and water hookup, no sewage, but there is dump stations. So, well, like most vacations, we've had some situations come about and we haven't been able to film everything in proper order. So I do apologize that as you're watching our videos, the color of my shirt probably changed 3 times for one video. But when we got here, it was blistering hot and didn't want to do too much video and walk around. But we want to show you campground, so it is nice and comfortable now. It's like 6 p.m. 3 days later. Isn't it? We got here Monday and it's Wednesday, so but that also lets us give you more of an opinion because we've actually experienced the campground, and so far it has been stellar. Super quiet. The sites have nice spacing in between them, so you kind of feel isolated even though your neighbor's maybe 7 feet away.
Tons of brush to keep,
Yeah. And I've actually been amazed by the brush because I've seen like woody areas where everything's so thick you can barely walk through it, but I've always seen that up north. In Florida, living in Florida, most of what I've seen has been spaced out, but in this area the brush is very dense, and it's actually been kind of awesome to see that. So at this campground they've got, I guess you'd say, a lake that flows into a river that flows into the ocean, a canal, a channel, I don't know the proper words. Water. They've got water here at the campground, and you can't swim in it, but I have seen people fishing. Also seen a whole lot of kayaking. And you can get the campground, some of them are water sites and some are not. But
there's a
Yeah, there goes a pelican. But it has been beautiful that you can come and just sit out here and enjoy the water right there.
Adult. What's
up, Bagel? It's a cute bagel. You think, are you coming to see me? Are you coming to pet me? I've completely lost track of what we were even talking about because we got sidetracked because Quinn saw a crab. So, yeah, they've got water here, and you're not a 2-minute drive to the beach. I mean, it's awesome.
And a fantastic beach.
Yeah, fantastic beach.
Yeah,
and there's a bunch of beaches too. I mean, it's a whole island area. I'm sure I'll either show you the map now or I've already shown you the map in the past. But yeah, beautiful island area and lots of beaches. This whole island area, $5 parking per day. So $5 and you can park all day. You can leave and come back. And I'll tell you, in my experience living in Florida, that's probably the cheapest parking for beach anywhere. You go over to Clearwater and Largo areas and stuff like that, and it's $10 and $15, $20 for the day. So, well, they've also got a couple of playgrounds throughout the park. I'm not going to show you all the playgrounds, but you see one and you'll kind of know what they're going with here. So we've got the swing sets, and they got the baby swing sets, and they got some slides. I'm too fat to go down the slides. Take turns to match 3 in a row. Oh man, it's like playing Connect 4, except for with 3. That's kind of cool. And yeah, some climbing things. Look how much fun that is to climb. And slides and such. A little rock climb. Ain't that nice? And then what else can we show you with the campground? I guess we'll cut to the next scene, which will be the restrooms, which I think I filmed 2 days ago. I'm going to show you guys the restroom here. There's several throughout the facility. They've all been fairly clean. They are definitely worn, but you can imagine public restrooms at the beach are going to be worn, but it smells clean. And the showers are about average size. Nothing special, but gets the job done. This one's kind of weird because it goes around the corner for your bathing. Then they've got washer and dryer just sitting out front. So on one of the first nights at the campgrounds, I saw these little geckos hanging out on the ceiling and on the walls. Unfortunately, all I had was my cell phone with me, and I was taking a shower, so my hands were wet and everything. Here I grabbed my flashlight and aimed the flashlight at them so that you could see them a little bit better. But yeah, these guys were just all over the place. Probably counted about 10 of them in the shower area. All right, you got to see the restrooms. Let's move on. Let's go to the company store. Let's go walk over there. I'll also, throughout this whole thing, try to get video of the area as well as we explore the different beaches and such. But we're only here for 4 days, and of those 4 days we're doing stuff that's kind of away from here, so we won't get to enjoy the beaches as much. But I'm already thinking about coming back here, camping for a week and doing nothing but the beach. You could probably spend all week exploring each of the beaches here on the island. It's just too cool. Too cool.
I found a hermit crab this big.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was huge.
Yeah. You didn't get that on video, did you?
No, I didn't. It was on the rocks.
Yeah, you didn't have the camera with you at that time.
The rubble.
Yeah.
I should have took it. I got over there and I was like, I should have taken the camera.
My viewers are probably confused because we're doing things out of order.
Right.
But today we actually went to the beach and explored the beach. Even though I'm showing you this in the first day or first video, however I'm going to end up editing it. So everything's going to be out of order on these videos. What can you do? What can you do? You know? It's fun of editing. You just make your own magical world. This is what our vacation was like. And then Throughout the park, they do have hot ash trash cans and regular trash cans. You thought I said hot ass, didn't you?
No.
They got hot ass trash cans, man. Oh wow, look. These guys have a cool pirate flag at their campground.
Yep.
Oh wow. That's a nice truck too. Nice camper. Man, I wish I had that set up. So. And I do believe, if I remember correctly, when you go online to reserve your spot, you actually get to see a picture of the spots. Pay attention to that because that lets you know how much shade you're going to have. And shade is very important in Florida.
Yes.
We're going to peek into this site real quick just to show you guys one of the waterfront sites that you could get. Look at that, plenty of coverage for shade. And that's with the sun setting. Waterfront. Now, one thing that threw me off when we checked in here is they didn't have a regular check-in. They just said go to your site, have fun, and leave when you leave. What they did not tell me was that there's cards, and I'm going to cover this person's name. There's cards on your electrical box. You need to look at that card. I thought it was just a reservation card, so I just left it sitting on the box.
A lot of campsites do that.
Yeah, but when you leave and try to come back at like 11 p.m. and they have a gate up front that's locked, and you go, I don't have a code for this. You remember that little card on the electric box that you thought was just a reservation? Yeah, that's where the code was. Yep, we had to deal with that last night. And luckily somebody pulled up behind us about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after we've been sitting there, and he gave us the code to get in. Which the code is the same for everybody. So they probably just changed the code monthly or something. But yeah. Yeah, and the code is. But make sure you grab that card off of your electrical box and keep it with you when you go and explore, because if you come home after hours, you're not going to be able to get in without the code. All right, well, we'll show you. There's the main entrance there. And then there's the camp office kind of hidden in that tree brush over there. We got some parking spaces for you. And then right here you got the whole pull ahead for you to park your trailer for the moment while you check in and do what you got to do or whatever. Now on this side there's another channel, body of water, lake, river, stream that flows into another lake, river, stream into the ocean. Y'all know how that works. I can't smell it still. Whoa, holy clam, look at all those. Or are they oysters?
I believe they're
Oysters. Yeah. I would hate to say it, but I probably don't know the difference between an oyster and a clam. It's all in the shell, right?
Yeah, careful.
We were going to teach you something today, but we don't know the answer. So, the one thing I can tell you, the difference between an oyster, I always want to say oyster because the clipper is called an oyster. The one difference between an oyster and a clam is that oysters start with the letter O and clams start with the letter C. Other than that, they got goo inside and one usually got a pearl. That's all I can tell you. Well, here we got the company store. They got an ice machine and ice, so if you need ice, come buy you some ice. What's this love letter say? Ice guys, when loading ice, please take bags off. Thank you very much and have a great day. Oh man, the ice guys aren't loading the ice properly.
Have a nice day.
What? Is that an elevator?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
I love it.
How the hell is that? Man, that's cool. I've never seen an elevator so tiny. And it's just got like a regular door.
That's so cool.
And it's just a platform that elevates. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm figuring it's for loading products up here.
Oh, I was thinking handicap.
But I was wondering if it's also used for folks that are handicapped or disabled or whatever the proper word is. We've been having a lot of discussion about that on this trip. So, well, it is closed.
Oh. Yeah.
It's only open until 5 and 7 on Fridays and Saturdays and such.
And then Sunday at 6.
Yeah. But they do have fire pit rental. So if you do need a fire pit, because there's no fire pit at the sites, that's good to know. Here's that elevator. Man, that's just cool. You just open the door and hit the button. Send it on up, Charlie. They're also looking for help. So if you're looking for a job in the camping industry, go ahead and write down this phone number. Ask for Tony or Bob. I would talk to Bob. He's a much nicer guy. I'm just kidding. I don't know who Bob is. I'm going to make Tony sound like a jerk. Tony and Bob, if you're watching this, I love you. I never met you, and I'm sorry that I made fun of your names. It was all in the name of entertainment. The sites that we're at, I think I've spoken about this once already in video, but it's pet friendly. And then if you continue down this road, which you probably can't see because the sun is in your eyes, but if you continue down that road, that will take you to the other loop of sites. And maybe they're nicer. Maybe because they don't have dogs and cats there, they keep it cleaner. Not that our site is dirty, because our site is very nice. But maybe venture over there and see how nice those sites are. I'm not walking over there. It's Florida, it's hot, it's sunny, I'm sweating, I ain't walking. I'm doing enough walking. So, all right, I think that's all we've got to show you for now. I think we've shown you pretty much everything we can at this campsite. See you later.
Bye.
Well, that's going to wrap up this episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to see future videos, help build up our channel. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Please stay tuned for the next episode as we explore more of Florida on a budget.